Hey everyone, this is Tino for PHP Academy, and this time I'm going to teach you about regular expressions. Regular expressions form quite a powerful tool. However, regular expressions are also very daunting to most beginning programmers. Very quickly, a regular expression can look incredibly complicated. This series aims to teach you about the basics of regular expressions, how to build a good regular expression, and how to use these regular expressions with PHP. To show you how regular expressions work, I'll be working with an online regular expression testing tool. There are quite a few tools available on the web to do this, such as regexpel, which looks like this, a regular expression testing tool by Solmetra, I think that's how you pronounce it. And then there's also this one called regexer, and I prefer to use this one, at least for the sake of these tutorials, because it features an expansive list of all the various characters you can use within regular expressions, and also actually explains them here. So that makes it a very useful tool. Also, it updates live, which I believe this regexpel does as well. So that makes it very easy to work with. Some code editors also have support for regular expressions, so you can use a code editor that supports it as well. But for the sake of these tutorials, I'm going to use this regexer tool. So I'm just going to close the other ones out, off, however you say that, and the PHP Academy website as well, beautiful as it may be. Anyway, regular expressions. To get started, it's important to know what regular expressions are. A regular expression is basically just a pattern. A pattern that matches a certain string of characters. So not just a string, like hello for example, but no, a string of characters. So rather than matching the word hello, it will match H, E, L, L, O. That's a very important distinction. Anyway, let's get started. Say we have the text hello world. Let's get rid of this and put in hello world. Now, say we want to match just hello. In this input field here, just type hello, and you see it matches hello. Now, this here is a regular expression, and if you hover over every single character, every separate character, you'll see that the first one matches an H, the second character matches an E, and so forth. So we really are just matching every character rather than the word hello. So this is a regular expression. It can be this simple. It can even be as simple as just W. That is a valid working regular expression. It's not very difficult and it's not very impressive, but it is a working regular expression. It's very basic, but you always have to start basic. And that's what we're doing right here. So now that you know how to make a very simple regular expression, if we want to actually use this expression in PHP, we'll have to delimit this expression in some way. And if you look down here, it says regexp, which is basically just short for regular expression, and you see here these forward slashes followed by this G. We're not going to worry about this G for now. I'll come back to that in a second. Let's first just talk about these slashes. What do they mean? Let's go back and let's match hello again. Now you see here we have a slash followed by H-E-L-L-O followed by another slash. So essentially everything in between these slashes is the regular expression. Now there's also a possibility of using the hash sign, but you don't see that in this tool. So that would make the regular expression look like this, pretty much. Some people think this is a bit cleaner, and I tend to agree with that, but we're not going to worry too much about it. First, we're just going to learn how to use or how to write regular expressions. Just remember that if you're going to use regular expressions within PHP, you will need to use these hash signs or these forward slashes. Now, let's talk about this G for a moment. If you look up here, you see this checkbox with global, and it says global enables iterative matching so that multiple matches can be found in a string. So it's very simple. If we turn this global off and we try to match hello once again, or rather HELLO, but let's just say hello for now, and we add some more text here, so hello universe. As you can see, this second hello does not get matched, and the reason for this is that irregular expressions looks for the first match that matches the regular expression. After that, nothing gets matched anymore unless you define the regular expression as global. And as you see now, the G here is gone. So if we check this global box again, we see the G appears here again, noting that the regular expression should do a global match, so an iterative match that matches multiple instances if possible. And we see that indeed hello on the second line also gets matched. Alright, so now we know how to write a simple regular expression, and we have looked at the syntax for a regular expression. Now it's time to delve a little bit deeper into regular expressions. We'll make things a bit more interesting. We're going to look at the very first special character in the character list to the right. So that's the dot. This is not, unlike you might expect, a period. Say we had hello world dot, so let's pretend this is a sentence and let's get rid of hello universe, and we want to match world, but we also want the period, so logically we put a period here, right? Wrong. Well, technically this will work, but let's say we wanted to say hello to worlds. As you see, the S also gets matched, and the reason for this is that this dot matches, as the description says, any character except for line breaks. So we could put numbers here, we could put symbols here, we could put any letter here, we could put spaces here. Any character will get matched, and as you see, if we don't put anything behind world, it doesn't get matched at all. So just a very quick recap. The dot here matches any character except for a line break. So what if you wanted to match a dot specifically? Well, this would work, but you can also do something called escaping a character, and you might be familiar with this from PHP. All you have to do is put a backslash in front of the period, or the dot rather, and it will actually match a so-called literal period. So now let's try to say hello worlds, and as you see, it does not actually get matched because we tell the regular expression to specifically look for a period. And that's also what the pop-up here says. It matches a period character. Now there you go. That is your very simple introduction to regular expressions. In the next part we'll delve a bit deeper into how to use more advanced characters and tokens, and to make your regular expressions a bit more interesting.